Thank you. It's your man H. coming at you live and direct on this Monday morning. This is the End of the Bench Media, and you are watching a program called Hold My Beer Sports. Hold My Beer Sports. We are going to cover a myriad of things. It was a wonderful week in sports, a weekend in sports, excuse me. It was a wonderful weekend in sports today. What we're going to do is cover those things. The NCAA was on fire this weekend. It was one of the best football weekends that we've had in a very, 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 very long time. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to talk about that, like the title of the show, Only the Strong Survive. What does that mean? Only the Strong Survive. If you are not a big-time college football fan, you don't even understand where I'm coming from. If you are not a big-time NFL fan, you're not even knowing where I'm coming from. We got Ben Simmons talking about he coming back. Ben Simmons say his back is right and he's going to be right. We got the Kawhi Leonard knee situation. Kawhi Leonard is one of the greatest defenders in the history of the National Basketball Association. His biggest albatross was the fact that his knee could not hold up. He has not been able to be healthy for a very long time, and it looks as if his knee is acting funny again. And most importantly, I got a big time question for my real sports fans. Shout out to my man Jungle Brother. Shout out to my man Rated Kev. Y'all in the building. Thank y'all for the support. And the Knicks. I affectionately call them the Knicks because I'm a low-key Knick fan. If you from the 80s, if you around my age group, you love Patrick Ewing. When Patrick Ewing with the Knicks, you was kind of a Knick fan no matter where you were from. Because that was, look, let's be honest. See, Big John Thompson had the whole country damn near thinking Georgetown was HBCU. We ain't know them was the only 12 brothers in that whole damn school. There's about 20 brothers in the whole 10,000 school population. So Georgetown was my school. I was digging them. I was digging Big John Thompson. And guess what? That made me a Patrick Ewing fan. And that made me a Knicks fan. And guess what? It is what it is. It ain't what it used to be. Now, but the biggest question I got, I'm going to offend all my Chicago listeners. All my Chicago people, y'all already hate me because I'm not a big-time Bear fan. I'm a Bear fan because I was born here, not because I chose to be. I chose to be a Raider fan. Win, lose, or tie, silver, and black till I die. But I'm still a Bear fan. But I'm just saying, I'm just a Bear fan now because my parents met here. That's all. You know what I'm saying? But this is a question that people in Chicago are going to hate me for. Here's the question. I think we're going to get on with the show. It's only been one league MVP. It could potentially only be one NBA league MVP in the history of the National Basketball Association to not make the Hall of Fame. And he just retired last week. He is Chicago's own. He's the Prince of the City, Derrick Rose. He's technically, he might be the most individually accomplished player to ever come out of Chicago. You got Wade, you got Isaiah, and they won a championship. Big Ma came from the same high school I from Westerhouse in the building at all times. Green and gold, it cut me green and gold blood come out. But would Derrick Rose be the first league MVP to not make the Hall of Fame? That's the question I have. And if you listen, if you're in the background, if you want to tap into the chat room, I want to see what y'all got to say about that. I really want to hear what y'all have to say about that because that is a pressing question. For some reason, man, people in Chicago have been posting videos about Derrick Rose. Like when Biggie died in New York, was always posting his verses and stuff. They've been posting videos of Derrick Rose like he died. He stopped playing basketball. He's no longer going to work at the NBA, but he's going to be okay. He's going to be okay. Salute to my young brother, Derrick Rose. I was a fan when you were at Simeon High School, when you won back-to-back state championship at the United Center right down the street from my crib. I've been a fan since Memphis, Simeon High School, Chicago Bulls, the Knicks, the Cavs, and every other team, the Minnesota Timberwolves, Memphis Grizzlies. That's where he played his last stint at. I've been a fan the whole way, but I do have a question. Will Derrick Rose be the first league MVP in the history of the National Basketball Association not to go to the Hall of Fame? That's a question for you. With that being said, Kawhi Leonard is coming up gimpy one more time. It's not looking good for our brother Kawhi. Look, it's a couple of questions that go along with that Kawhi situation. Remember, everybody was calling him load management. Everybody was saying he need to just go on play and tough it out. And blah, 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 blah. You know how people get these old school sports fans when a dude won't, This dude played with a broke back. Why he can't play? Because he was stupid. He was only making 50 cents a year. That's it. That's why he had to play, and they had a gun to his head, and that's why he kept playing. Let's just keep it funky. But the question I have is this: have we been too hard on one Kawhi Leonard? Have we disrespected that dude and his health issues? Kawhi Leonard has given us some of the best basketball. Look, let's just let me look up Kawhi Leonard. I'm gonna look him up because I know he's been Finals MVP on two different teams. I think he might be LeBron did it. But LeBron, well, yeah, LeBron did it. Him and LeBron James might be the only two guys to ever win Finals MVP on two different teams. Kawhi Leonard, let me read his resume to you. And then that's the question. Have we been disrespecting this dude? Because we want you to play through all your injuries and fall out and growl and spit and talk, man, all that. And, two-time NBA champion. You got two-time final MVP, six-time All-Star, All-Star MVP, three-time first-team All-NBA, three-time second-team All-NBA, two-time Defensive Player of the Year, four-time All-Defensive First Team, all-rookie first team, NBA steals leader, and he top 75 plus. So he already has punched his ticket, and he's going to the Naismith Hall of Fame. But the question is, have we truly disrespected our brother Kawhi Leonard? That's the real question, because it's easy to say, oh man, he should have. And see, back in the day, they used to play with a fever, and they would go blind on the court and all that nonsense. Yeah, and a lot of those dudes regretting every minute of it. But the question is, did we allow the media to talk us into disrespecting them? Because the prevailing message was always, he need to play through some of that stuff, man. Look at all that money he making. He need to play through that. Because we, as sports fans, we were dumb enough to buy into that narrative. I understand. Look, just like when the last episode of your favorite TV show goes off, you like, oh, the final episode that season, you want more. But the difference is, Idris Elba died as Stringer Bell, but Idris Elba's still here. Avon Barksdale is in jail, but Wood Harris is still here. These dudes are actual physical beings being run up and down the court. Remember, let's think about some of the things that these players have gone through. You got Junior Seau and Dave Durson, who killed themselves because of the trauma that was inflicted on their bodies. You got Alonzo Mourning, who has beat cancer, and he has recently beat cancer. He beat kidney disease, had to have one of his kidneys removed because he was taking so many pain relievers to go and play. Is that above and beyond what we should expect from an athlete? I truly believe it is. Why are we expecting these young men and women, for the sake of our entertainment, to deal with all type of pain and anguish and suffering and all this foolishness for the purpose of our entertainment? Is that fair to them, man? That's just the question I have, man. Because I'm looking at it like this. We have been brutally disrespectful to one Kawhi Leonard. Because if this dude is lumbering, and you know what? I took a look. I just on a whim, this is what I did. I went and looked at some of those games from when he was playing in the finals with the Toronto Raptors. He was limping doing that. So really, Kawhi Leonard was toughing it out, and we wasn't giving him credit for. My man Reddy Kev has chimed in. Reddy Kev said, I believe it started with the team in San Antonio. They drove the narrative until he left town, and that stuck through the rest of his career. Yep, that might be it, man. That might be it. But the reason I can't, that's your favorite team. That's my man, Reddy Kev. Shout out to Reddy Kev. Thank you for the support. Hit that like, hit that share, tell a friend, tell a friend, tell a friend to tune in. The reason I can't really be mad at San Antonio Spurs, because San Antonio Spurs used to give him time off. They started the whole load management movement. Now, with that being said, I'm not a proponent of load management. I'm not saying ruin your career, shorten your career like Kawhi Leonard has shortened his career and like Grant Hill did before him. I'm not saying that. I am saying you should want to play every night, because these guys in the summertime, those dudes hooping right now. In September, August, July, they hooping. because that's what they do. So why can't you play? And then I'm sick of like with the Knicks coach. You got Tom Thibodeau. He playing people 40 minutes. He ain't playing people 40 straight minutes. That y'all acting like it ain't no timeouts, ain't no TV timeouts, ain't no halftime, ain't no time between the quarters. Come on, y'all, knock it off. These are basketball players. These are basketball players. Knock it off. My man came back with that's one of the few things I disagree with what Popovich did. It's that this put the bad narrative out with Kawhi or the low management. Let me know, Kev. Yeah, man, because these are the things that I'm just looking at. This is kind of insane. We will wear these dudes out. Look, listen to the hypocrisy of the major networks and the narratives and mainstream media. They will spin and then they'll come back and do this. Look, they need to play 82 games. Even though I just said that too, I do agree. Hey, man, you a hooper. Go out there and hoop, dog. Flat out. That's one thing. If I never agree with anything else that Michael Jordan says, he said he played hard every night because somebody in that stadium, that was their first time ever seeing him. Big ups to Michael Jordan. Shout out to Michael Jordan for saying that. And if you disagree, all I need to tell you is
sit your ass down. Sit your ass down.
Because it makes no sense. I mean, Michael Jordan is trying to give you your money's worth, and you got people disagreeing with that. But here's the thing. This is what I'm trying to understand. How is it that the narrative is this? These guys are overpaid babies, and they need to play every game. But then, and I'm not saying it's cool to do it, but then y'all get mad when these dudes use PEDs. Help me understand. Oh, well, they're using that so they can hit more home runs, they can get more money. Okay, are you entertained? Well, looks like you getting what you. Hey, if you're willing to put your life on the line to entertain me, I ain't here to judge you. But I do say, look, man, it's 82 games out there. Go out there and say, cause hey, I grew up in the Magic Johnson, Michael Jordan era. I came of age doing Magic Johnson. I was an adult through the Michael Jordan era. People played every night. And at the end of the day, we talking about 82 regular season games. Who didn't want perfect attendance as a kid? I want perfect attendance. That's all I'm saying. But these are the things that just going through my mind. We can't get mad when they do a little extra to get over the top, but then tell them you need to work through the pain, work through this. Okay, I'm taking these pills so I can get through the pain. So big ups to Kawhi Leonard, man. I hope you come back healthy. You're one of the best players, one of the most entertaining players. The problem with Kawhi is he doesn't play the media game, and he showed you. See, we always looking at what they show us. When it comes to sports, we look at what they show us. We don't look at the big picture. We look at the little shiny things. The big picture is this. Kawhi Leonard, all you NBA players, all of you NBA players, all you MLB players, all you NFL players, Kawhi Leonard gave y'all the key to the city. What do I mean by key to the city? Kawhi Leonard got a New Balance a sneaker contract. He got a big contract from the Spurs. He got a big contract from the Clippers, and then just signed another big contract from the Clippers. And guess what? He don't even have to play the media game. Wait a minute. I don't have to kiss behind and smile and kiss babies to get the extra money. No. So why are you guys doing it? That's all I want to know. Why are you guys doing it? That's all I'm saying. Starting with the narrative, but I also have a problem with Lowe's manager. Also, you got an issue with both of them. And it's an interesting situation because Greg Popovich has the reputation of a player's coach. He has the reputation of a player's coach. When you talk to the players throughout the association, they love him. You talk to the players on the team, they love him. Him and Steven Jackson had a falling out, and Steven Jackson still loves him. So it's hard to point the finger at Greg, but hey, if he started that narrative, as you're saying, guess what? It's on him, Black. It's on you, Black. It's on you. So with that being said, the next thing I want to talk about is Ben Simmons. Ben Simmons is a 6'10", 6'11" point guard. I got my man Just Joe in the building. Good to see you, my brother. Most definitely. Ben Simmons, this is how vast the world of sports has changed. I can remember, I'm old enough to remember back in the 80s, if Ben Simmons was a player we'd have been trying to get him over to the Lakers, man. You know, Magic could get him right. I remember that was the narrative that we always spun. Hey, man, if he just played with Magic for a little while, he'd be all right. But you know what's nobody's saying? If Ben Simmons just played with LeBron, he'd be all right. Look, the world might not want to see 6'11", 6'10", 6'11" Ben Simmons sitting next to 6'8" LeBron James and 6'10" Anthony Davis. That might be the scariest thing in the history of the world. I do have this little superstition in my head, and I want y'all to see if it holds up this year. The team that wins the NBA championship is with the wily veteran who's been trying for the longest. And they are every year, it's always that one guy that's sitting on the bench. He's sitting on the bench, and man, I wish I could have won. He should have won one. And then when you see it, Antonio McDyess is with the Pistons. There's a bunch of guys that won with the Lakers. A bunch of guys won with the Bulls. David West won with the Golden State Warriors. Him and my man Matt Barnes. Every year seems to be wildly up. Al Harrington won this year. It's all what's my man name? Drew Holiday. He done it both times with the Milwaukee Bucks and with the Celtics this year. Every year it's that one dude. So scour the league, see who that one dude who he been around for a long time. And people are like, man, it'd be cool if he won one. And that's usually the team that won. That's why I told y'all we might be watching WWE sports. I'm just saying. We might be watching WWE sports because it's awful strange. Just go through. Look, you got that computer in your hand, aka a cell phone. You got that in your hand. Check it, man. I guarantee you, if you go down the roster of all the NBA champions, it's this one dude who played in the league 12, 13 years. He's a guy, he's a fan favorite, he's a player's guy. And he look, yeah, if you don't believe me, my man Dwight Howard and Jared Dudley won with the last Lakers championship. I'm just saying, we might be watching WWE, y'all. All this time. Think about it, y'all. These leagues have never told us that this was real. They never said we're not fixing it. It was just people, man, this guy. But y'all just assumed it was competition. It might just be Hulk Hogan gonna win this time. I'm just saying, man. Ric Flair gonna win. Come on, man. Ric Flair really could be Sting. Come on, man. Sting was yoked, and Ric Flair was looking like somebody's uncle out there, man. Come on, man. Hulk Hogan was losing to Ric Flair. Come on, man. Kamala was losing to Ric Flair. Come on, man. Come on, man. Andre the Giant, man. Come on, man. Who was really gonna be the 7'5", 500-pound? Come on. I'm just saying. I ain't saying, but I'm just saying. With that being said, the last thing and the most goodest thing I'm going to talk about in regards to this NBA thing is the Knicks. And I say that affectionately for my New York people. I just love to call them the Knicks because that's what it looks like. It looks like Knick. If you don't like it, STBY, sucks to be you. But the Knicks picked up Cat Towns. If I'm not mistaken, he from Jersey, from DR. He DR and black, Dominican Republic and black. And he's Dominican and black, and he's from the New York tri-state area. This is going to be an interesting situation. You got Julius Randle. He seemed at the end of last season, he seemed a bit dissatisfied with his role on the team. He got injured. Karl Anthony Towns fits right into that situation to where they rotating and they playing defense and they shooting threes and they attacking the rim. It's going to be an interesting situation because if Karl Anthony Towns lives up to that 6'11", 7-foot frame of his, and he hitting them wide open jumpers, and he driving to the basket, and he the multi-talented big man that we think he is, and you got that Villanova Wildcat, aka New York Knicks team. It's going to be something to talk about in New York. My man Jungle Brothers in the chat room. I'm gonna block him. If the Knicks get on like a 10-game winning streak, I'm blocking them. I'm just letting them know now. You will be blocked, Jonko, because I don't hear your mouth. But on the serious side, the New York Knicks, they haven't won in 52 years. It might be time. And hopefully, you know what? I don't care who wins the NBA championship if it ain't the Bulls. Now, I am a Bulls fan. I'm a Bulls fan. I don't hate nobody, but I'm a Bulls fan. It would be dope if the Knicks won because it'll be two things to happen. Shout out to Tom Thibodeau The reason I like Tom Thibodeau is because these cheap bastards that run the Chicago Bulls franchise, they told Tom Thibodeau not to play Jimmy Butler because we don't want to have to get him the max deal. He played him. Jimmy Butler made first team. They had to max him out. They got rid of Jimmy and Thibodeau. Could that be the one dude? Remember my conspiracy theory. Could it be Thibodeau finally gets his head coaching championship? That could be it, y'all. Talk to me. I'll let my boy. I'll let your boy. I'm glad Julius Randle's gone. His body language and his attitude brings the whole team down. That's from the #1 New York Knicks fan in the history of the universe. That's my man Jungle Brother, aka. Don't say his name. But on the serious side, I'm a big time Julius Randle fan. He left-handed, so I like him. I like Cat Town, but that's what time it is. Jungle Brother, you will be blocked. I'm just letting you know. Man, started this morning. Don't have much checking in on the latest news and on that slapping league. Yeah, hey man, I'm telling you, dog. You're gonna end up watching that slapping league. You're gonna find out that slapping league is fake too. You're gonna find out that slapping league. Hey man, I don't trust nothing but college sports at this point. It'll be our first championship since 1999. The Eastern Conference played in the Spurs in the final. Yeah. Shout out to the Knicks, man. Hey, like I said, man, I am old school. I used to love the BK Brawler, aka Bernard King. I used to love Patrick Ewing, Anthony Mason, that whole crew. Hey man, it wasn't nothing not to like about those dudes. The Knicks was a gritty team. You got these young rereads out here. Man, they was rough. They was tumble. They was wrestling. No, it wasn't, man. They was playing. They was out there hooping just like we hooped on the blacktop. See, all y'all know is do the drills. Do the drill. Do your leg. I could shoot from half court. Hey, people. All you people who love the 3-point shot, I just got one question for you. Y'all love the 3-point shot, and my main man Steph Curry, he can shoot a logo Leonard and Dame time and all that, right? Okay. Why do you want tall people playing basketball? Because the taller you are, the easier it is to score. So if you shoot from 22 to 30 feet away from the basket, you might as well be 5'4". I'm just saying. It doesn't mean no good to be 7 feet tall, shooting 22 feet away from a 10-foot high rim. But hey, man, all I know is how to play sports. I don't really know it. See, H-Rap, you don't understand. It's that new thing. It ain't got nothing to do with basketball. It got something to do with how dumb behinds betting on DraftKings and Underdog and all that. But I ain't gonna. That's another conversation for another day that y'all want to talk about. But look, the New York Knicks, they set up to make a real run. They are serious championship contenders. And my theory might come through, y'all. If Thibodeau wins, guess what? I ain't even gonna say it's WWE. It's that old dude that everybody say he deserves to win one. If Thibodeau gets to the NBA championship and wins, my streak is intact. I don't like giving up DiVincenzo. He's an energy guy, but we paid a lot for you. I paid a lot to get rid of him. Hey, but here's the thing, Jungle Brother. When you gave up DiVincenzo, do you know it's $500,000 of DiVincenzo's? Look, the man was the glue. He was one of the guys. I'm not redhead buddy. He was nice. He was nice. I told you, I rock with the Knicks, man. I'm a low-key Knicks fan. I know I ain't supposed to be liking the Knicks. I'm from Chicago. I get it. I ain't supposed to be rolling with them, but I do. I rock with the Knicks. Hey, guess what? But I ain't gonna tell Jungle Brother that because he's ridiculous. And I'll never get it. My phone will never start ringing if he find out that I like Phil Simms. I didn't like Phil McConkey. I like Rodney Hampton. I love Joe Morris. Carl Banks, one of my guys, Pepper Johnson. See, he didn't even know I knew all those dudes. But guess who else I know? Elvis Toast Patterson. He was a straight bummerooski. But you know what I'm saying? Hey, you heard it right here on Hold My Bet, man. You heard it right here on Hold My Bet. If the Knicks win, and my theory goes like it's always that one guy, man. He could, because remember, think about it. A few years ago, man, Chris Paul could never get out the second round. Then he got to the finals and he almost won. But then they won. The Bucks won. I'm just saying, I got this theory. Just check the records. It's a dude on every team. You be like, man, he deserved one, man. That's the caveat to all the teams when they win. You go, man, you know what? I ain't really mad, man, because he deserved one. Even if unless they beat your team, and you just sitting around crying in your beer, then you really talking about hold my beer. He played he played well with our best. It's all about chemistry, no doubt. I remember the Flair and the Four Horsemen, and when that with Ric Flair, the Four Horsemen and their chemistry. Man, I'm telling you that hey, that's what NFL is WWE. I don't care what nobody. NFL is fake. I don't know. I'm not going along with it. It's fake. But I'm just playing. I'm just serious. But on the serious side, hey man, I definitely understand chemistry is king in all the sports. Anytime you have chemistry, you make it happen. But the difference is only thing with their jungle is this, brother. This is what I'm talking about, JB. On the real side. Energy guys fit in everywhere. You can go get another energy guy. You can't get another Cat Towns. Cat Towns is also, think about this. Let's think about this. This is why I'm glad I ain't want them to give up DiVincenzo because I like them. I like the boy. He hit the little 18-footer top of the key joint. He playing a good defense. He getting 18, 19 rebounds. But I'm willing to give up, as you stated, the dude who was booting and he was run up and down the court chewing that tough man gum. And I'm willing to give him up and DiVincenzo. But Karl Anthony Towns is a selfless basketball player. Anytime you can give up energy and talent and get back big talent, size, and a guy who can interweave himself in most situations. Hey, think about it, man. Karl Anthony Towns was the franchise player for the Minnesota Timberwolves, and he took a back seat to Anthony Edwards without saying nothing. And think he's a fan of that team he's playing for now. So who don't want to win a championship for the team that they grew up watching besides me? Because by the time I grew up, I was a Raider fan from age 7. So I really never wanted to play for the Bears. Walter Payton was the boy, they was the guy, but I never was like, nah, I don't want to play for the Bears. I'm just a fan because I live here. Back to the chat. I will give up Quentin Grimes instead. Yeah, but you see, Jungle Brother, that's that fantasy. You didn't play one too many fantasy games. Don't nobody want him. That's the thing. People want Devin Cheezer, Choza, whatever his name is. People wanted him. The dude was he was okay for what he was fair for a square, but he wasn't. Ain't nobody believe. Give me overboard now. Give us DiVincenzo, give us Angry Man showing that tough man gun, and we'll get y'all Towns. Hey, shout out to the Knicks though, man. They out here trying to win. I think my Bulls is trying to win too, but hey, man, if the Knicks win this year, shout out to the Knickerbockers, man. Shout out to Earl Monroe, Walt Frazier, Willis Reed, and all the black players that played on this. I'm racist. Okay. With that being said, look, the NCAA is the greatest hustle known to man. We're going to switch this over to college football. The NCAA is running the greatest hustle known to man. What is the greatest hustle known to man? Okay, we're going to pay. Look, I'm going to hit you with the Eddie Murphy. We're going to pay the players now. Now the players get to play. Name, image, and likeness. You can get your money. Uh-huh. And then look. My man Prime Son got the $4 million, $7 million deal from Tom Brady. Caleb Williams got the $5 million contract from a couple other people. Homeboy up out of Bryce Young, he got some stuff. Everybody started getting all that paper right there. Oh, I got that paper coming in. But guess who didn't give up no money? The NCAA. They got boosters giving people money. And look, at the end of the day, it sounds good. It sounds great. The players get to play, but y'all still not chopping it up with the players on the team. If I'm the number one, like my man Williams, y'all see number 2, Williams, get it? Number 2, Williams. Figure it out. What is number 2? The ish. Williams in Alabama. Get it? And look at me. Saw him play this weekend. He's number 2. Y'all didn't think of that. I know y'all didn't think of that. I'm gonna my man Jungle Brother. Towns, Jersey. Towns from Jersey. Yep, but I get it. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He's from the tri-state area. That's what I'm saying. But I'm more happier with getting rid of Randall. Picking up Cat. Yeah, Randall. But you know what? I'm not gonna condemn Randall for 2 reasons. He left-handed, and we don't trust him. I don't trust the mainstream media. That's why y'all tap into the end of the bench media. Hold my best sports, because H-Rap gonna keep it funky as a fat man's draws. I'm gonna tell it how it is. But I'm just gonna say he was run up and down the court showing that tough man gun sometime, and he has been a problem allegedly in other instances. So it might work. I just want the Knicks to win one so my theory can come through. And then, but I'm still blocking you, Jungle Brother. That's all I'm saying. I'm still blocking you. I'm gonna block you. If the Knicks win, I might not talk to you to 2026 or 2036 because you're gonna be unbearable. I know you. I know you. But yeah, but back to the NIL. This is the problem I have with NIL. Look, it's too many slick dudes. There's too many slick Watts in the world. And what I mean by slick Watts, there's some coaches out here who are getting paid because when they were sneaking, well, look, when they used to just leave a big bag of money at your mama door, there's some slick dudes and part of that. We know how we watch the Fresh Prince, and I understand that's a fictional depiction of reality, but these coaches, the AAU coaches, they get a little kickback. You don't think Kentucky? Come on, dog. Come on, man. How Kevin Garnett, mama, get a job at Nike? Really, really. Come on, man. Work with me. Everybody was getting what they just on the low, because I know people. I've witnessed people get stuff on the low. God rest his soul. I ain't gonna say his name. The man got a nice SUV out the deal. I'm not gonna say his name. And if you're from Chicago, you know exactly what I'm talking about. But the problem is this. And look, tune in tomorrow, and I'm gonna tell y'all how we are missing out on opportunities to get that money, man. The money is the thing. Money is the keys to end all your woes, your up, your down, your highs, and your low. What you tell me last time that love bought your clothes is like that. And that's the way it is. Run DMC has always been the building. I think about the change the NCAA started giving up their paper. No, they didn't. That's the thing, Kev. The NCAA don't give up nothing. Boosters give up their money. Like, for example, if you out there working, if you stop at the gas station, play the Powerball tonight, you win, you might give up a little change to LSU. You will become a booster. The boosters have nothing to do with the money that the NCAA just got from CBS for $50 quadrillion and NBC for $50 quadrillion. And they're making all this paper, but they ain't splitting it up. See, it's a dude who on the Tiddlywinks team, and he the man. Tiddlywinks ain't making that much money, but he the man. Why he ain't getting no chop? It's a dude on the boxing team. It's a dude on the chess team. It's a young lady and young man on the volleyball and the swim team. They not getting no paper, but they bringing people to the school. You see what I'm saying? Why is it that they don't get it? But see, what people don't realize is NIL could also be used for academic people. There's some people in these schools that's getting money creating scientific breakthroughs, and they're not getting credit for that patent. So everybody needs to get cut in on the NIL. But let me finish what you were saying. I saw a court case a few months ago dealing with this. I don't know the details, but if something has to do with that, exactly, man. And how about the young quarterback from UNLV? He was promised $100K. He was promised $100K, and in today's slickness, $100,000 is not a lot of money in that instance. Now, us who get up and go to work every day, it's a whole lot of money. I'm not going to be one who ain't that much money. It's a lot of money when you go to work every day, but when you in that hustle and bustle, it's not a lot of money. The young brother left UNLV for 100 stacks. He was promised 100 stacks. See, promise, handshake. No, the NCAA need the dudes up at Northwestern. They had it right when they started this. They wanted to get an NCAA College Athletes Players Association. It's a double-edged sword. You got young men and women who are going to school to be attorneys, going to school to be contract readers and underwriters and things of that nature. You employing them. Now it becomes a cyclical situation. Now, I know I'm not making the pros because I'm a third string dude at Rudy Poot University, but I can go to school and become an agent, and then and over the summer, I can intern there and become an agent, and then I'm getting paid. Me and my homies on the team who gonna make it. See what I'm saying? We gotta start thinking bigger, better, more gooder. Y'all think that ain't real, but more good is real in the world I live in. I'm black, more good works. But that's what I'm saying. The NCAA need to be chopping up some of that bread. If the University of LSU, you're a person from Louisiana. You're the person from a human being from the state of Louisiana, my man, Reddy Care. You remember they was talking about the state was going bankrupt. And next thing you know, LSU spent $26 million on the football locker room. Not on the school, on the football locker room. what's that? 15 years ago, Vince Young made the University of Texas $50 million in one season. $50 million. So why is the NCAA not giving these young men and ladies money? That's all I want to talk about. Let me see. Jungle Brothers said Oregon Oregon got that Nike money, but see, Nike shouldn't be responsible. No, no, no. In addition to name, like, an image, Nike can hit me, but Oregon and the NCAA need to be hitting me. That's why my man Reggie Bush is suing the NCAA now, because y'all cost me that proper chop because you put that blemish on my name. That's all I'm talking about, brothers, sisters, ladies and gentlemen, haters and bitter friends. Florida is full of stole commodity claim from Coach Prime. Oh, yep. And now the kid he on the bench. And how about this? Oh my God! Thank you for bringing up. Salute to Jungle Brothers for bringing it up. How about this, brothers and sisters? How about this? While we talking about how Florida beat Prime out that guy, what about this? Like the young man at UNLV, I'm out of here, man. I ain't playing no more. I'm finna go to Rudy Poo U. I'm finna go down the street and play the ball. I'm finna go to the University of Nevada. I ain't finna be at University of Nevada, Las Vegas. I'm finna go to Oregon. I'm finna go to UCLA. I'm finna go over here. Do y'all know 40% of these young men who go into the transfer portal don't get nothing? They get nothing. They get nothing and like it. So people, tune in tomorrow. I'm telling y'all, I'm finna tomorrow, I'm finna set it off like biblical. I need y'all to tap in tomorrow because I am going to create, I'm going to put tread back on a tire that was already out there. These are not my ideas. These are things that I've read about, things that I've thought about, and I've just taken a bit from here, and a bit from there, and a bit from there, and then I'm going to present it to my supporters. I need y'all to tap in tomorrow at 6 p.m. Central Standard Time to build and destroy. Well, I attempt to build up the community, destroy the lies of propaganda that surround our community. It's going to be hard. But this is what I'm talking about, man. We got these dudes. This young man is leaving school. 40% of the people that go into their transfer portal end up working at Walmart. Let's just keep it funky, y'all. Or they might go to school in another situation and never graduate. I'm going to graduate and never get the opportunity to live out their dream. Some people's dream is not to play professional sports. Some people just want to play till they can't play anymore, and it's okay. But if I'm generating revenue is the key. I'm generating revenue. I need to be getting something from it. I don't want to hear about no free books. How you gonna look? Think about this, y'all. Giving a scholarship to a person who's helping generate, giving let's just say $400,000 scholarship to a person a scholarship that's equivalent to the amount of $400,000, and that's just because y'all overcharging people, to a person who helped generate 50 million or 100 million or $200 million. That is literally the equivalent of me inviting you to my house for dinner. You bring a turkey with you, you bring some liquor with you, and you bring some you bring Michael Jordan and Malcolm X with you. You bring some celebrities with you, and then I say, but I gave you something to eat. You ain't I say thank you. Because I invited you over to my house for dinner. And you bought the Ohio players, Kool and the Gang, Smokey Robinson, Michael Jackson, Prince, Michael Jordan, Malcolm X, and Dr. King with you, but you still, I fed you. That's the equivalent of that. I got my girl Poetic Sins in the building. I think I saw, yeah, what's up? Good to see you. Thank you for the support. That's the equivalent of telling somebody, well, we give you these books that we have in surplus at the school. We put you in a class that isn't filled. So you got to see, and we own the building that we let you sit in. Oh, by the way, we bought a whole lot of food, and we're going to give you some of that food free at these specific times. Oh, we got training tables. Stop it, y'all. For the people who will go along with that madness, I do believe you are a reread. I totally believe you're a reread. I just looked it up. I haven't verified the details. The NCAA in the landmark case has paid $2.8 billion to athletes. I don't know all the details. I can't verify, but still, 2.8 billion. Didn't they just get a $50 billion deal from CBS and all these major networks? I don't want to hear about that. And y'all paid that to thousands of people. So $2.8 billion is an insane amount of money. But again, I will go back to what I say about every other thing in the sports world. If I can afford to give you $2.8 billion, how much did I make? Back to my man, Jungle Brother. Week 3 was a big in college football. Either pay the players, it's like in full, or they're red shirt. And Jimmy Fly Saluka did for UNLV. Yeah, Saluka said, I'm out of here. But see, I don't want it to get to the point where I ain't playing, so I'm gonna get deported. I believe they need to create a situation to where as you signing these contracts, we're gonna hit you with some of this bread, and then we can keep it funky. And I'm telling y'all, tap in tomorrow. I got the plan. I got the plan. Who is this? My man Jungle Brother said, hey, Porter, thank you, Pope. It's always good to see people. I hope y'all hitting that like, hitting that share, tell a friend, tell a friend, tell a friend, tell a friend to tap in. But this is what needs to happen. I believe this gives the young men and young ladies at the school the opportunity to become agents. It gives, and then you ain't even got to graduate. Then you can get your agent license, you can go to high school, negotiate some high school deals, and then I'm gonna be your guy in college, or no longer. You ain't gonna be my guy no way. But we can create revenue. We are the show. Tap in tomorrow. I'm telling y'all, I'm gonna love the show tomorrow. But this is what I'm saying though, man. I want y'all to understand. They need to come up with some type of deal so Saluka won't have to leave UNLV. So H-Rap, the 19th man on the 15th man roster, I'm sitting there, I'm waving the towel for the University of Illinois, University of DePaul, Northwestern University. And all I get to do is go to school for free. Now I'm helping, man, because guess what? Contrary to popular belief, the dude who ain't getting any time, the young lady who's not playing at all, she's in practice. He's in practice playing his butt off, making Michael Jordan better, making Brad Daugherty better, making Sam Perkins better, making Patrick Ewing better, and making every guy that you loved in the NCAA, or NFL or NBA or MLB. It's a dude on the bench that made them better because he know them better than anybody. He was checking them and hurting. And the dudes on the bench make the stars better. They make them work harder. So don't discount the dudes on the bench, and they need to get some too outside of the free education. Because guess what? If I'm doing like this, I'm clipboard Craig, coach. We ain't running. If I'm that dude, guess what? I'm helping the coach. And guess what? When I graduate with that degree, my mama glad. Oh, Brian, you got it. Oh, I'm so proud of you. You continued our family's legacy of getting higher education. Oh, I love you, son. Guess what? Guess what? If my mom does that, it doesn't come along with a job. It doesn't come along with a small business grant. It doesn't come along with anything but hope. Now, hope is a wonderful situation, but hope with $400,000 is called joy. That's called joy. Speaking of my mother, today, in about an hour and a half, it's the 14th anniversary of my mother transitioning into the other realm, sitting there with Jesus, smiling at me now. She inspired me to do this program. Rest in peace to my mother, Dolores Annette Powell. Rest in peace. I love you, mama. Back to the get down. Look, man. These young men and women are generating millions and billions of dollars. Look, they gave away $2.8 billion. How much money do you think they made? And that's not a shot at Rady Kev. No, I know Rady Kev, no, I'm not. But for the people who don't know Rady Kev, that's not a shot at Rady Kev. But how much money did they make 2 years ago? I bet you they made $20 billion. It's over 108 Division I AA or FBS schools. What about the Division II schools? What about what they call Division I now? What about the Division III schools? What about the NAIA schools? What about the junior colleges? Y'all know the NCAA getting paid off all of that. These schools are getting paid off all of that. We are the show. We don't have to sit back and wait to get paid. We can make that paper for us. Look, man, tap in tomorrow, but these college people are out of their mother sucking mind, Jack. we got to come with, man. Y'all got to come better than this, man. Y'all tripping. And you know what? What I'm doing right now is what I'm doing right now is looking for this video with Paul Fine Scum. And I'm gonna find this video that Paul Fine Scum was on. And I can't stand him, man. I do not like Paul Fine Scum at all. And he's a Rudy, and they was dissing my man Prime this week. I sent it to myself. I'm gonna send it to myself again, and then I'm gonna play a little bit of that video. This is something. This is why these players need to get money, because the NCAA is a Ponzi scheme at the end of the day. Let's just keep it funky. Y'all talking about we giving you free school. That's like, again, that's like me inviting you to my house and then patting myself. I'm gonna break my arm, pat myself on the back because I gave you something to eat. Joe, I wouldn't be here if you didn't need me. Nobody trying to hit it. That's why I can't stand Paul Fine Scum, man. That's why him and the rest of them Rudies on that joint, man, on them joints, man. I can't deal with those dudes. They are part of exploitation plan to make the brothers look bad. Oops. Yo, I got my man D Great in the building. It's good to see you, my brother. But I'm finna play this video with Paul Fine Scum. And I just don't like the way he got down, man. He got down on Prime. Him and that dude, what's the dude name? I wrote their names down. You know, I don't even do no Matt Berry. The Matt Berry show. I got to find the Matt Berry show. And then I'm gonna pull him and Paul Fine Scum up. And they talking reckless about Prime, man. Cause y'all know, look, I criticize Prime because I want Prime to win a national championship and rub it in their face. That's why when you hear me criticize Prime, I'm like, look, man, I need you to do more good. I need you to do way more good. What's his name? Matthew Berry on his whack ass show. I don't know how I stumbled across this, but I'm glad I did because, man, him and Paul Fine Scum, they gonna try to halfway they gonna give Prime a backhand compliment. What was it? It was 10 minutes into the get down. Man, shut up, Paul Fine Scum. I ain't trying to get none of that. It was at the 10-minute mark. Listen to this, y'all. Listen to Paul Fine Scum and these two dudes. And y'all tell me, I'm going to tell y'all what I hear before. Y'all confirm if that's what y'all hear too. Because I hear shut up and dribble. But they tried to dress it up like it was some, oh man, you know, we really want these guys to shut up and dribble, and because they'll do it away with us and we ain't gonna have nothing else to talk about, and shut up. Shut up. Well, 10 minutes, 46 seconds into the get down. I wrote it all down, y'all. I wrote it all down. I don't like Paul Fine Scum, and I now don't like Matt Berry. And why is your last name Berry? Barrie. Kind of moist. But anyway, man, back to this, man. I want y'all to listen to them. This my man Prime, and man, this is why I don't like Paul Fine Scum. He's a Rudy. He is a Rudy. He is a legit Rudy. And he need to be treated like the Rudy that he is. Listen to this foolishness, y'all. Listen to this foolishness. Didn't like this. It got under my skin. I wasn't even gonna make this a part of the get down. But after I heard Fine Scum and Barry with an IE talk crazy about Prime, I had to check them, man. I want y'all to hear this.
And they had the big one against Georgia. But you started to see, okay, that's one of the best teams in the country. That's one of the best teams in the country.
That ain't it. That wasn't the part.
Was absolutely intoxicated right now. You've got BYU 5-0 overall. They're 2-0 in the league. Texas Tech's 2-0 in the league. Don't look now, but Colorado and Coach Prime, who I thought were going to be fine, they went on the road to the bounce house again.
Let me stop this. This is what I want to say. I didn't preface it with what I wanted to say. Let's say what's up, Big Red. Look, man, Paul Fine Scum and this weasel right here, they was talking reckless about Prime. To me, it sounds like shut up and dribble. Look, let us do the talking. Don't see that what they gonna mention this. They're going to mention he needs to just coach and stop worried about his brand. I'm gonna tell y'all why that's messed up when they get through running when they run shooting off their mouth.
It's a really good offense. Gus Malzahn, KJ Jefferson, and the Knights. Paul, they're 4-1 and at the top of the Big 12 standings.
And of all the schools that impressed me the most on Saturday, it was Colorado. I mean, they went someplace I thought would be incredibly different.
Look at the anguish on this creep's face. It looks like it's paining him to get Deion credit. I'm back.
Difficult. And they won just in dominating fashion. And you know, I don't need to add to the Travis Hunter situation, but yeah, as someone who has been very critical of Deion Sanders, I mean, I have to say what he has managed this team quite well in spite of all the bullets and all the attacks and all the criticism. Some of it coming from me, and I give him enormous credit. I don't think very many people thought this was possible, other than maybe a group of sicko fans out there in Boulder. But they're back to being a legitimate story.
Let me stop it again. First of all, Creep, a sycophant is a butt kisser that he kisses your butt in order to curry favor so he can get something from you. A sycophant, they're fanatics. A fan is a fanatic about a team and or a player. So they're not sycophants, smart guy.
Story for the first time. Last year, it wasn't legitimate. It was
there fine. You go.
Early on this season, it was drive-by. But Colorado is a legitimate factor right now in college football, and there's no denying it.
Let me put it this way, because you and I have said the same thing. Like, if Coach Prime would just focus on building a program instead of building a brand, maybe they'll get somewhere. I think he started to do that. Is it now more important for him than ever to say less? Because you're turning a lot of people's opinions, yours, mine. Some of the national media is going to be like, wow, wait a second, they might be in contention for the Big 12. You don't want to.
Enough of those clowns. Do you hear that? He needs to stop talking about himself. He needs to stop building a brand and build a program. First and foremost, Deion Sanders went to a school that won one game. Would you? None of these children have seen Deion Sanders play. They don't know him. They know him from YouTube. We know Prime. Our sons and our grandchildren, they don't know who Prime is. They might know him as money and all that, but don't nobody know who Prime is in this generation. Get out of here. And second and most important, you build the brand to attract the young people. And when you attract the young people, the Nick Sabans and the Dabo Sweeneys and the rest of them, and Urban Meyers and what's that racist dude, Chip Kelly up at Ohio State, they stop getting the stars. That's what you want. You want the playing field to be even, but it won't be, sir. It's not going to be. We are using our star power and that hip hop culture that Prime came in with first. See, people don't give Prime the credit for ushering in the hip hop culture into mainstream sports. We love to give it to Shaq, but let's not forget, when MC Hammer was the man and Outkast was doing that thing, Prime was running Atlanta. So he ushered in that hip hop swag, all in your face. Must be the money. I'm doing my thing. Branding of yourself. That's Prime. That's Prime. And guess what? These young people connect with that. They see the love and affection he has for these young men. They see that he won't allow those parents see that when you ain't got your grades together, Prime sits you down. Prime wants you to be a man. He makes sure your GPA is up to par. Guess what? Single mothers. Although I'm from a single family home. Guess what? You ain't heard none of those single family home young men get in trouble in Colorado, because y'all know they'd have tattooed across somebody's head on ESPN if one of them young brothers would have got in trouble. They'd have tattooed it across their head and they'd have stopped the whole show. And one of the Prime guys got in trouble. No, we not going to. Prime, don't be quiet. Get up out of here. Barry and Weinstein. Fine wine bomb. Get up out of here, man. We ain't slowing down the Prime train. Prime, you do need to get some of them brothers in the tackling drill because them suckers out there tackling with their arms, man. You tackle with your body. Come on, man. Let me get back to this chat room, man. Academics is a big scam, giving athletes sociology degrees, exactly, and other worthless degrees that pay under $40,000 a year. Yes, indeed. That's my man, Jungle Brother, who will get blocked if the Knicks win. Already, I agree with you on this true word. Yep. That's my man, Jungle Brother again. He's sick. Looks like the greens, and that green eggs and ham. And Prime is already branded before he became the coach. Dan Lanning and 99% of the coaches was nothing before Coach Prime, and they can't compare to him. Exactly, man. These dudes are angry because he's using black culture to attract black players. And guess what? The best players in the country are looking at how he's playing Travis Hunter and letting Travis Hunter play both sides of the ball. And a lot of those young men probably wanted to do that. Well, no, you can only do this and you can only do that. And Prime has been told you can only his whole life and said no. You can only look. Prime started out for those who don't know. Prime started out a quarterback. I need y'all to look at that Michael Vick documentary on Amazon Prime Video. Prime has made an appearance. He started as a quarterback. He played quarterback. He averaged 27 points a game in basketball. I think he used to play the year in basketball. He ran track, and he's a Major League Baseball prospect and played for several teams in Major League Baseball. So all the people that told Prime, you can't, he did that to him, and he got these young men believing in themselves. And all you need is to get somebody to believe in themselves, and guess what's going to happen? Ain't no stopping us. Ain't no stopping. No one does it better than us. We're unstoppable, man. I appreciate to understand why players, why you played the clip, but this is why I stopped watching these shows. F. Paul Fine Bum. Exactly, man. I was just on YouTube last night. You know, I'll be at work at night, so yeah, I really need to be asleep. It's amazing that I had this much energy, and I'm tired. It's a fat chick relative status, fat dude. I don't want to be sexist, but this is what I'm talking about. This is why. Look, this is why we have to support the people in our community. Tune in tomorrow. I'm telling y'all, man. Y'all tune in tomorrow. I'm going viral. That's what's up. Man. I might be on the show next. But anyway, man, but this is why we need to have some type of regulation in this NCAA, man, because everybody should get a piece of that pie. They have been raking in the dough since the 60s and the 50s. You know what? Let's bring since in football in the 60s and the 50s, and basketball since 1980 when Magic and Bird set it off like Vivica. So look, the Fab Five made all that money. UNLV made all that money. 40 Minutes of Hell in Arkansas made all that money. Duke made all that money. NC made all that money. And these brothers got a couple cars and a couple $100,000 and stuff like that. Nah, man, it's time for everybody. Hey, it's time to run that Frank White. You guys got fat while we were in the hood. We want $5 off every dime back. Thank you. Go straight Frank White, man. It's time for these young brothers to go Frank White. And tomorrow, I'm telling y'all, tap in tomorrow, man. Another thing, man. Look, it is a sad situation that these brothers playing in. But enough of the politics of sports. I don't want to make this all about the politics of sport, man. The University of Miami started off the weekend with one of the most goodest games I've ever seen in my life. Shout out to the NCAA. Y'all do put on a great show. See, y'all ain't cutting no brothers in, but you know, brothers, look, first and foremost, that was not a catch. I don't care if you love Vitek. I was going to bet on that game, but Vitek was down 14. They was the 14-point underdog. I knew it was going to be a dog fight. It's always a dog fight. The University of Miami and Virginia Tech Hokies. Big ups to Michael Vick. Big ups from Thomas, my man Jones. What's his name? I can't think his name. K something Jones. And big ups to those dudes. They was killing it back in the day. I've been a fan since then. Bruce Smith and the whole nine. But that was not a catch because the dude who was also touching the ball standing out of bounds. When the dude touching the ball standing out of bounds, and you ain't got your hand secured on the ball, guess what? It immediately makes the ball out of bounds, and that does not make it a touchdown. But that was an awesome game. And then we just gonna go right on over to Coach Prime and his guys. Shout out to Coach Prime because he did. The word came out that Prime saw his guys playing lackadaisical and stopped the practice and restarted it. That's real deal coaching. Y'all ain't into this. I'm gonna make y'all do it again. Now everybody focused, locked in. Shout out to Prime for this too. He ran the football. That has been my greatest criticism for my man, Coach Prime. Coach Prime, you ran the football. If you run the football, you're going to win. You run to win. You throw to score. It's going to be how football is for the rest of the time they play it. Look, shout out to them. They did the damn thing. They got it in. And then the most goodest game of the weekend, UGA and them dogs versus the Alabama Crimson Tide. Wish it would have been Alabama State versus Georgia State, but then wasn't no HBC. They ain't gonna put no HBC on TV. But this is one of the best games, and the reason I loved it the most is because the new coach at the University of Alabama also coached my main man Michael Penix last year. And when he coached Michael Penix went from a very good football player who got hurt back-to-back years at the University of Indiana to a Heisman hopeful back-to-back years and set records. Milroe, everybody was counting him out. He out of Texas, right outside Dallas, Duncanville, Texas. He the man. Look, Jalen Milroe is the man. People in Miami, y'all better get used to seeing him. Y'all better tap in Alabama, because he is coming to Miami. Because your man Tenderhead is not gonna make it. I'm sorry, no disrespect to my man Tua, but bro, you need to grab you a real comfortable couch. Take your $175 million and
Sit your ass down. Sit your ass down.
because it ain't worth it. Your health is not worth it. You only get one life. But Milroe is a beast. You got my man Williams doing the damn thing, and they tried their best to hype up that old Rudy Poo quarterback at UGA. STBY, sucks to be you. It was a dope game, but I'm gonna talk about that in the pro football segment. Talk about my friend, the drones at UVA, the drones, the VA Tech, the Virginia Tech quarterback Cam Ward, and Miami quarterback, our first cousin. Woo, man, that's super dope. Drones might replace Shador at Colorado next season. I think they got a dude coming in. It would be awesome to see that. I want that talent train to continue. I want that kid that I posted in the group on Facebook out of Michigan, 6'4" quarterback out of Michigan. He a junior. Hopefully he'll be there. Either way, we're gonna keep it. We're gonna keep it funky with them. Look, man, NCAA football is on fire. You got my man Kevin Franklin did his thing. Wisconsin and USC. Look, what we have done is stumbled upon what might be the greatest invention in the history of college football, and it's this 12-man playoff. Guess what that means? Next season, it's going to be big-time teams playing every week. We ain't got to wait till November to see Alabama versus UGA. Then they play again in the SEC championship. We ain't got to wait for Texas A&M and Texas to play. We ain't got to wait for Florida State and Miami to play, or Miami and Florida to play. They can be playing all throughout the season. Do not touch that Ohio State-Michigan game. Please don't do that, because we love that. But besides that, because that's a different situation. Those teams could be 0-11 and meet up, and it's going to be a big game. But college football is about to be El Fuego. It's about to be in fuego. It's going to be on fire. It was good to see that. I got my man, Jungle Brother. He tapped in again. Kellen Dobler, at the Alabama coach, had a black quarterback at every school he coached. Yeah, man, the man he's a quarterback whisperer. He know what he's doing. I got mad respect for him. Big ups to him. Shout out to the coach. He did the damn thing. But he did something that I disagree with. He did something that I disagree with. I'm going to talk about that later on in the show. The show almost over. But I got one more question. It's my man Prime. I'm going to go to Colorado. Leave Colorado and go down to Florida State. Homeboy in Florida State, he about to be Jetson. Jetson, you're fired in a minute. You heard it first on Hold My Beer Sports. Now, September Still 5 teams undefeated. That's not unusual in NFL. The NFL is one of the greatest leagues in the history of the game. We love it, but y'all know how H-Rap think it might be WWE, but we still gonna love it though. We gonna watch, but we still watch every weekend. We knew once a month we knew Hulk Hogan was gonna come on TV and win the belt again, and retain his belt. So we gonna watch that. But look, we're gonna keep it funky, man. One of the first games, one of the few. I'm not gonna talk about all the games. I'm gonna talk about some of the games. One of the games we'll talk about is Sam Darnold is not the truth. He got exposed as Aaron Jones. He's the difference. Look, if you have a mediocre quarterback or average quarterback, how you make him a very good quarterback is running the football. Aaron Jones was running the air out the football yesterday. He was doing a damn thing. And then you had my man Jordan Love coming off injury after my man Malik Liberty. See, what y'all gonna stop doing is giving these dudes 50 times to throw the football. Every time you see somebody throw the ball 30, 40 times or more, first of all, he throw at a minimum 1 interception, and 2, he loses. Now, if it's a shootout, it's something different. I understand why Jordan Love threw it yesterday because he dug himself a 28-point hole, but he stormed back. He ran out of clock. Big ups to the Minnesota Vikings. The Minnesota Vikings, I'm going to say this before I move on to the next team. The Minnesota Vikings is one of the best run organizations in all of football. Have they gone to Super Bowls? No. But you know what? Most seasons, they are contenders. It sucks they haven't won anything. I know they went to 4 Super Bowls between the 4 Super Bowls in the 70s and the 60s and things of that nature. They have always been right on the precipice of winning. But at the end of the day, if you give me as a fan hope every week, I'm with you. Minnesota Vikings, they are on the rise. And salute to them for getting my man Brian Flores. Flores got that defense twerking. They got Aaron Jones, and somehow, some way, Sam Darnold sold a week. He sold a soul for at least a week in hell. So that's why he playing good. He gonna have to spend a week in hell when he die. With that being said, the Pittsburgh Steelers. I thought y'all said my boy Justin Fields couldn't do nothing. Y'all said he was a bum and he hold the ball too long. First of all, we're going to stop listening to these narratives. He holds the ball too long. I remember one time y'all told us Steve Young wasn't going to be good because he ran around too much. Y'all said Fran Tarkenton was the reason they was doing that. I remember y'all said Michael Jordan was never going to win a championship because the scoring champ had never won an NBA championship. Stop saying what these players are not going to do. Look, am I a Justin Field fan? You darn tootin'. You darn tootin' I am. But at the end of the day, I am a Mike Tomlin fan. I am a Pittsburgh Steelers supporter simply because this is a rock-solid organization. This is the difference in a team and an organization. So a lot of people out here got teams. The Pittsburgh Steelers have an organization. They are championship. They have championship medal. They stick with their coaches through the hard and the good and the bad times. They understand just because you have some injuries or some down times, it's not time to switch up coaches. It is just the way they handle business. Salute to the Pittsburgh Steelers. Salute to Justin Fields. They lost yesterday, but the dude, Najee Harris, gave the quote of the week last week. They said, so what did you see from Justin Fields last night? He said, stop acting like Justin, the only dude on the field. He don't throw the ball and catch the ball. He don't block. He don't tackle. He don't run the football. It's a team effort. So it's a very good chance if you lost, it's because of the team. I don't want to hear about no. What about that time that dude was holding? What about the time the dude dropped the ball? What about that one interception? If you want to break down an entire game to one play, well, what about the times that he escaped when the tackle missed the blocker? He ducked up on it and threw the touchdown. What about that? We just going to give him all the credit for that. Look, it's a team effort. Shout out to Justin Fields. Shout out to Mike Tomlin. He did the damn thing yesterday. Another game, y'all know, if you notice this, it's a trend in this. I'm big up in the black coaches and the black quarterbacks. Yeah. ESPN do it. BSPN, TEODB do it that way. Big ups to us. We do it. 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 But on the serious side, look, the Philadelphia Eagles, it might be time to get a new coach. Might be time to get a new coach, y'all, because they are in disarray. They continue to try to run these big time high tech offenses and try to prove that this guy is who we think he is. No, again, I've said it. If I've said it once on this program, I've said it a dozen times. Good coaches, some coaches win by coaching the team. Good coaches win by coaching a system. Great coaches coach players. It seems as if the Philadelphia Eagles don't have the ability to coach Jalen Hurts anymore. You have Saquon Barkley, who is in rare 2018 form. He out there doing the darn thing. He is unstoppable. Look, Philadelphia, it might be time for y'all to get rid of the coach. It's time to keep it funky. Denver and the Jets, the toilet bowl. Who cares? One no brothers coaching, one no brothers quarterbacking. Aaron Rodgers is 40 years old. JETS, just in the season. Y'all ain't going nowhere. Y'all wasting all that good defense. The Carolina Panthers, y'all thought y'all was going to keep making my man Bryce Young look bad, but y'all had one good week with the Red Rifle, and then he laid an egg. He STBY sucked to be him. It's over. Jacksonville Jaguars, please. Sunshine ain't it, y'all. Sunshine ain't it. He ain't it. CJ Stroud, he the man. Look, at the end of the day, I told y'all, you run the win, you throw the score. Ever since Joe Mixon went down, CJ has been looking a lot less spectacular. He's just been looking very good. You need a running game to win in this league. I'm just telling y'all, keep playing. The Bears. I thought it was Justin Fields' fault. I thought Justin Fields was no good. The Bears messed around and started running with my man Swift. And look what happened. Stop putting the whole team on the back of a rookie. You are a Doomkoff if you do that. You are a Rudy. Stop it. Big ups to my man Caleb Williams with your first victory. The Chiefs, the Chargers. It's the first time the NCAA champion played the Super Bowl champion in the game. The Super Bowl champion came out victorious. Eric Schleeman with Bieniemy and Jalen Hurts would be a dynamic duo. Shout out to my man Jungle Brother for that suggestion. Now, this is something else. The Browns and the Raiders, they did the thing. I was rooting for who? It was a conundrum for me because you got Antonio Pierce and my favorite team, Black Coach, playing against my favorite active quarterback, Deshaun Watson. Stefanski needs to be fired too. He's clearly coaching his system. He's not putting Watson into an advantageous situation. Look, is Deshaun playing like the old Deshaun? No. But I guarantee you, if he had somebody like Eric Bieniemy, the aforementioned Eric Bieniemy, or if he had a cat like Byron Leftwich, he would cater the offense to Deshaun's capabilities, and they would probably win. I don't know. But before we get up out of here, we're going to talk about the MVP up against the MV overrated. Look, Josh is a solid quarterback out there in Buffalo. Josh Allen is a solid quarterback, but he is Brett Favre Jr. Let's not, please believe it. He will hit a wide open linebacker. He will throw a safety open every chance he gets, but he's a solid quarterback against my main man, Lamar Jackson. Finally, Jim Harbaugh, you've made the right decision. I understand. I told y'all 2 weeks ago, Lamar Jackson loves to be in the shotgun. But yesterday, he played some in the shotgun, but he played a lot under center. That's when you can utilize King Henry in the backfield. They did that. They dismantled the Buffalo Bills. Shout out to Jim Harbaugh for adjusting to the player and then having the player adjust to you, and then it's a winning formula. If the Baltimore Ravens stay healthy, OVER, it's over. With that being said, I'm going to make my final point and then I'm going to tap out, y'all. I'm sleepy as a big dog. Now, this is my point, man. The National Football League needs to let go of this concept of we're a throwing league, and they need to let go of this concept of these are college level plays. Coach the players that are on the field, not the players from the past. In the words of the great the original Rick Freak Party, Rick Pitino, because y'all forgot that Rick Pitino used to send hookers at the kids, right? But don't nobody want to talk about that no more. But in the words of Rick Pitino, Tom Brady and Peyton Manning not coming through that door. Look, coach Josh Allen to the best of his abilities. Run the air out the ball. See, the reason a lot of these teams keep coming back from these leads is because y'all want to throw and show how smart y'all are. Miami, they should have speed up the clock. Josh Allen, Alabama, y'all should have sped up the clock. And what do I mean by speeding up the clock? You speed up the clock. Like they were talking about, that game was almost 4 hours. The reason that game was almost 4 hours because when you throw an incomplete pass, the clock stops. When you run the ball and gets tackled, you get up and the clock is still running. That's how you speed the game up. When you run the air out the ball, you create an opportunity for your defense to get rest, their defense to get tired, and the game to be over sooner versus later. Go back to basic football, people. You run to win, you throw to score. And you don't score, you score. With that being said, you have half the league being from African descent. Stop trying to coach Tom Brady out of Lamar Jackson. Stop trying to coach Peyton Manning out of Jalen Hurts. Stop trying to tell coach Caleb Williams the way you will coach Steve Young. If you haven't noticed, the Washington Commanders are running the hell out the football. And my main man, Jaden Daniels, is completing 70% of his passes. He is on the fast track to be the Rookie of the Year. He is money. I saw him at Arizona State University. He was money there. People, coach what you have, not what you want to have. With that being said, thank y'all for tapping in. This is the End of the Bench Media. I am H.B. This is Hold My Beer. Thank you for tapping in. Take that link, share with your friends, tell a friend to tell a friend to tap in. West Side till I die. I'm out.
Jesus. I mean, trust me, man.